Have you ever wondered about the current situation in Yemen and the roles of the US and UK in it? Let's take a moment to delve into the current state of affairs in Yemen, a complex web of conflict and political tension. At the heart of the matter are the Iran-backed Houthis, who have been launching sustained attacks on shipping vessels navigating the vital Red Sea trade route. These are not random acts of aggression. The Houthis are specifically targeting vessels they believe to be linked to Israel and the West, ostensibly in retaliation to the ongoing Israel-Gaza war. This presents a significant challenge to global supply chains, which are already under strain. Some of the largest shipping companies have been forced to divert their routes away from the Red Sea, one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. This diversion, while necessary for safety, is leading to severe disruption and escalating costs. This is a complex situation with many moving parts. Let's delve into the US and UK's involvement in Yemen. The first joint operation of the US and UK in Yemen set the stage for their future involvement in the region. This remarkable operation was a direct response to Houthi militants' attacks on commercial shipping vessels in the Red Sea. A vital artery of global trade, the Red Sea had become a hotspot of military aggression. The US and UK, along with their allies, decided to act. With precision, they targeted a variety of Houthi infrastructure, aiming for radar stations, storage facilities, and launch sites for drones, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles. The USS Dwight D. Eisenhower was at the forefront, deploying aircraft such as the FA-18 Super Hornet, E-2 Hawkeye, and EA-18G Growler. These jets, each with their unique capabilities, led a strategic assault against the Houthi rebels. Over 60 Houthi targets were hit, shaking the militant group's foundations. This first operation marked the beginning of a series of strikes aimed at deterring the Houthi threat. Fast forward to the most recent joint operation where the situation has escalated. It's the fourth time the US and UK have teamed up for action in Yemen, and this time they've aimed their sights at storage facilities, drones, air defense systems, radars, and even a helicopter belonging to the Houthi militant movement. This operation was not a random act of aggression, but a focused effort to further degrade Houthi capabilities. The Houthis, who control large parts of Yemen, including the capital, Sana'a, have been launching sustained attacks on shipping in the vital Red Sea trade route, disrupting global supply chains and causing a spike in costs. The Pentagon, in a statement, acknowledged Saturday's operation, describing it as necessary and proportionate. They detailed that the strikes specifically targeted 18 Houthi sites across 8 locations in Yemen. These locations were associated with underground weapons storage facilities, missile storage facilities, one-way attack unmanned aerial systems, air defense systems, radars, and a helicopter. These precision strikes had a clear goal: to disrupt and degrade the capabilities that the Houthis use to threaten global trade, naval vessels, and the lives of innocent mariners in one of the world's most critical waterways. The Pentagon went on to state that the Houthis' more than 45 attacks on commercial and naval vessels since mid-November posed a substantial threat to the global economy and regional security, necessitating an international response. In carrying out these strikes, the US and UK were not alone. They had support from Australia, Bahrain, Canada, Denmark, the Netherlands, and New Zealand. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin stressed that America will not hesitate to take action as needed to defend lives and the free flow of commerce in one of the world's most critical waterways. Similarly, UK Defense Secretary Grant Shapps stated their duty to protect lives at sea and preserve freedom of navigation. This recent operation demonstrates the ongoing commitment of the US and UK to defend lives and preserve freedom of navigation in the Red Sea. So, what has been the impact of these joint operations, you may ask? Well, they have certainly made a difference in several ways, particularly in diminishing the Houthis' capabilities. The joint operations have targeted and successfully destroyed a significant number of Houthi assets. These include storage facilities, air defense systems, radars, and even a helicopter. This has not only disrupted the Houthis' operations, but also degraded their military capabilities. One notable impact was the destruction of the Houthis' mobile anti-ship missiles. These missiles were a major threat to commercial shipping in the Red Sea, one of the world's busiest and most crucial trade routes. By eliminating these missiles, the joint operations have significantly reduced the risk to global trade and maritime security in the region. However, the operations have not been without consequences. In one instance, a British-registered cargo vessel had to be abandoned after it was hit by missiles fired by the Houthis. This incident underscores the risks and challenges that commercial vessels face in these troubled waters. The operations have also had broader implications for the situation in Yemen. By weakening the Houthis' military capabilities, they have shifted the balance of power in the ongoing conflict. However, the situation remains complex and fluid, with the Houthis still controlling large parts of Yemen, including the capital, Sana'a. In conclusion, the impact of these joint operations has been significant, both in terms of disrupting the Houthis' capabilities and in influencing the broader situation in Yemen. However, it's important to remember that these operations are just one aspect of a much larger picture. The impact of these operations is clear, but the situation in Yemen remains complex and fluid. To wrap up, let's revisit the key points we've discussed today. We've delved into the unfolding situation in Yemen, where the US and UK have been conducting joint operations against Houthi targets. These operations initiated as a response to sustained Houthi attacks on commercial shipping vessels in the Red Sea. We discussed the first joint operation, which set the stage for the subsequent strikes, escalating in the most recent one where 18 Houthi sites were targeted. These operations aim to degrade the Houthi capabilities, targeting storage facilities, drones, air defense systems, radars, and even a militant helicopter. The impact of these operations is far-reaching, affecting global supply chains and causing severe disruptions and rising costs. However, the key goal remains to protect lives at sea, preserve freedom of navigation, and defend the free flow of commerce in one of the world's most critical waterways. The situation in Yemen is a complex issue with many stakeholders. The roles of the US and UK in Yemen will continue to evolve as they strive to maintain stability in the region.